We live?
We are
All
live.
right. So,
Right.
welcome everyone. Daniel and I have Enric here, and I'm so excited because they're both currently Enric is in South America, Daniel is in Roma, and they're both going to be traveling here to New York. Enric is going to Florida first. Daniel's going to New Jersey. How does it get any better than that? And
Exactly.
then we're all going to meet in mid-June in New York City. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what you both will be doing and what amazing magic we can create. There's a lot of talk about with Access Consciousness about bodies and beings and the joy of embodiment and what can we share with everyone about that? So who wants to start? Who wants to share what they're doing? Roma or where are you, Enrique? Montevideo, right?
I'm yes in Montevideo, Uruguay.
Enrique, I'll let you start. I just want to also say thank you, Jenny, so much, honestly, for having the awareness to facilitate this conversation with us. And it's such an honor to be with you, and really an honor to be with Enrique. We have really spent a lot of time in each other's. Started following him on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this guy knows how to live.
Yeah.
His home in Spain. I was like, wait. I want to be there. I want to taste a little bit of that energy. And so I started following him on Instagram, and just absolutely adore him, and I adore his energy. And we got to finally meet here in Roma, and we had way too much fun. It was like an instant connection. So I'm also so grateful for you, also, Enric, to spend time with you, and how freaking awesome that we get to be in New York together at the same time, right?
Exactly. How
Finally.
Yay.
that's the
Exactly.
yeah, really like I'm just like so happy. It's I'm enjoying every day before arriving to New York as a wow, as a celebration to oh, I'm going to New York. And it's so cool. I didn't know Jenny. And yeah, I've been so lucky to have you, Jenny, as a host for a 3D body class and this creation in New York. So yeah, how exciting is that?
Mhm.
And also, yeah, with you, Daniel, that at the beginning we weren't meeting, but now we are going to meet these days in
No,
New
we are.
York. So it's
Yes.
kind of like,
Totally.
wow, yeah. I'm so
Wonderful.
looking forward to be in New York. It's my first time, will be. So it's like, yeah,
What? No
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Wow, awesome. And to bring your magic and your energy, it's going to be like so much fun. What are you most excited about coming to New York, Enric?
Uh, I don't know. It's kind of like it's a place that I never been, also in the States, and but I know it so well. So it's kind of like it's kind of like
Yeah.
going finally to a place that I'm really desiring to be. So it's kind of yeah, it's kind of really like a sense so deep to oh wow, I'm going there finally. Like yeah,
Yeah, it definitely has an
Mhm.
energy about it, right? Like New York has this, it's a vortex of energy, and it really is. Jenny, you can speak about it too. It's like it's such an
Absolutely.
invitation. New York is such an invitation, and every time I go to New York, I lived there obviously for 26 years, but now it's like this space of coming back to New York is this
Right.
space of recognizing that you know everybody's waiting, everybody's excited to receive you, everybody's so happy, and how awesome that we get to bring this incredible energy to New York and bodies, right?
Right.
yeah,
So how does it get even better?
Yeah, and I think what I always ask, what contribution could we be to New York? What can we do or be
Yes.
to bring such joyous energy that we can bring with these classes? My experience has been that. I talk about and Daniel and I were just talking about what has Access done for me, and I think back. Of course, I'm much more happy. I'm much more joyous, but in practicality, I had chronic pain in my body for since college. And through the work, I mean, I tried chiropractors, I tried the regular medicine, And yes, it helped for a little bit, but it came back. And once
Right.
I found access and the healing, the energy touches, the body processes, and the 3-day body classes, the pain is
Yeah.
totally gone. And I'm much more energized, much more alive, and my body's just happier. So I welcome anyone that is looking for something different, looking for something easy, because it's fairly easy. um,
Sure.
there's no cutting, there's no surgery, there's no nothing, but it's just how we are capable of nurturing and healing our bodies. So how easy is that? And what
Yeah,
better
it's a
way?
being, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a being. What do you, Jenny, that's so cool also that you made the connection. When we were talking before, you're talking about how what a contribution access has been to your body. And I know the 3-day body class, actually, I did my first 3-day body class with Kalpana many years
Oh,
ago,
oh
and
my
it was,
goodness.
at first I was like, what am I doing? What is
Yeah.
going on here?
Yeah.
You know, it was like, oh, we're gonna sit on these tables and we're gonna run these processes and we're gonna do these things and we're gonna talk. And I was like, what's going on here? But what happened in that experience was really, really a game changer in my life. It was a
Hmm.
huge, huge game changer in my life and in my body. And I noticed immediately the relationship with my body changed. And it allowed me to look at my body in a different way. Right. And that is an invitation for
Hmm.
healing. And I'd love to ask you, Enric, what about the access tools and the body inspired you to go so far as to be a 3-day body facilitator and make that a part of your contribution?
Can you ask again the question? Sorry.
Yeah. So for you, as you have been in this space of access for a while, you know, what was it that made you so excited to be a 3-day body facilitator and to really, really
Mhm.
take that to the next level? Hi,
Woo!
Nicole.
Hey,
We have a
Nicole.
guest.
Hey, hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Sorry I'm
Good.
late.
You're
Late
awesome.
to the party, but my appointment got canceled magically. So I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and I was gonna just like relax. I was like, wait, there's another party going on. So I was like,
That's right. So, Nicole, welcome. We were
Wow.
just actually talking to Enric about his process of becoming a 3-day body facilitator and the magic that it created in his life and what he's looking forward to in terms of sharing it with New York and why it's such a passion of his.
oh
Yeah.
my
So
god.
actually, yeah, for me was when I started Access and I saw there was a body class, a 3D body class. I was like, oh wow, what's that? And also this energy, like Daniel was sharing, the what am I doing there, or what's these 3D?
Hmm.
And also this like Access doesn't have usually a form or a structure in the class, and sometimes we're looking for this like kind of like theory or this so normal way of being in
Hmm.
a class. But I'm so happy to have this experience in a body class. And I was already like, okay, if I'm choosing something in Access, is to be 3-day body facilitator, because I love bodies. And I started my career, let's say, in the healing or therapies through the bodies, because I saw that as a door to get to consciousness through bodies. So then it's kind of something that I saw it so far and so difficult to reach it, this status or license, but suddenly it just became by so much ease because I was creating the classes and really creating with bodies a lot. So yeah.
That's so
Amazing.
cool. And also, I think, what really excited me that I learned in my 3-day body class? Kalpana said, she said, have you ever thought about asking your body to make you money? And I was like, oh, I'm not a whore. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, but you like really nice clothes and you like to eat really nice meals and your body enjoys that too. So what if you actually became the invitation for inviting your body to be your co-pilot, if you will, and to allow your body to go out and make money for you so that it could enjoy these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things that this reality wants to contribute to us, you know? And I remember I was like, I'm gonna try this. And I was in Turkey and I walked out and I was like, buddy, what do you want? And my body said baklava, right? And I walked past this big Turkish place that had this baklava like melting all over the place. And I was like, you know, I wouldn't choose that technically because I would be all judgy about, oh my God, it's gonna make me fat, or oh my God, this is, you know, really gonna be too much. And I went for it. And I was so happy. My body was like, oh, you're finally listening to me.
So good.
What about you, Nicole? What's your journey with bodies? You beautiful, potent being.
Oh, Daniel, I adore you and I missed you. So, you know, I was this like corporate person who worked in corporations for last, 30 some years. You know, I may look really young, but don't be fooled. Well, I should just say
the facelift, energetic facelift.
yes, excess facelift is one of the body processes that you learn in the 3D body
That's
class.
right.
So I love that. And not only that, it's like I really got to know that, oh my God, I fucking love, excuse me, oops, I cursed.
Oops.
For those people who may have this like thing around cursing and whatnot, I realized that, wow, my body loves body healing, both offering and also receiving. And that's when my body really became alive. And then with all the things that I learned in 3D body class, I realized that I had this incredible power, abilities per se, that I really never known about. And I was like, wow. At first, it was like I had a hard time acknowledging it and really owning it and even asking. Because like you get to learn in 3D body class how to expand your abilities and capacities beyond what you know, beyond what you have ever heard. And when I met Enric in Costa Rica 3 years ago, he and I saw each other and our bodies were like, you know? And we're like, wow, here's another person who is so energetic as well. And Enric knew that I was energetic, and I knew that he was energetic without talking. And we all have these abilities. Don't you agree? When you meet someone for the first time, there's this some sort of like sensation, like different sensation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get excited. Sometimes like, ooh, I shouldn't be near this person or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or some people just make you laugh, or some people make you be like so excited too. So, I mean, I was just like so, in a way, naive per se, in terms of using the tools or questions and whatnot. But I knew that Enric knew that I knew something. And that was all through our bodies and the awareness of our bodies. Right, Enric? Am I describing what we kind of perceived?
Such a beautiful way to put words on something that I know that this magic part of of everything, but especially of us as a beings and our bodies, which it's not normally expressed, or we don't talk usually about this. Let's say in normal reality. But with us, that we are exploring, and we are really looking forward to have more consciousness, to have more magic in our lives and in the world. That's happening more and more, right? So we're really creating these classes to invite the world, to invite you, to invite more people to a different possibility with the body
and the earth,
life, and the earth.
And the earth. You know, one of the things that I really love about Access is the inclusion of the earth in the healing, right? Access has taught me to have a greater appreciation, a greater awareness for the earth and how I can be an earth wizard or a contribution to the earth, and how also the earth wants to contribute to us, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I first started Access, it wasn't quite easy for me in terms of what was going on in my body. With my body, there's just too much going on. I don't want to bore you with all the titles or the names that doctors described and this and that, but guess what? I had no hope, and I had seen so many doctors and healers, spent a lot of money and time and efforts, not much progress, and with Access, all that got dissolved, melted, and look at me.
Yeah.
So I'm just so happy and so excited and so thankful to have my body and 3D body classes. It's just such an incredible time and space, because you're just there for 3 days and you're gifting and receiving, and then you have some questions, so you ask questions to the facilitator like Enric, and you're like, why is this, why is that, and then these facilitators, I have to say this, 3-day body facilitators, they have such ease and there's such space. You can actually bring on anything and everything.
Yes, they do.
And they will facilitate you. And I know that Enric is phenomenal. This guy is just so magical. So maybe people shouldn't choose this class because it'll be really,
I don't
really
know.
bad.
I don't know.
Well, can we open up and ask people to ask their bodies whether this is really exciting and would be a contribution? And what if you, for once, start listening to your body, and the body may actually guide you to something as magical as this class? So, what would it take?
What a great invitation, Jenny. Thank you. How often do we forget to actually allow our body to lead us to where it wants, where it's asking or where it's requiring to go? So thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. And also, I think it's important to mention as well, so for everybody who's listening now or in the future, what we're talking about is the Access Consciousness 3-day body class. Okay. And the 3-day body class is an advanced class that has a few prerequisites to it. It's required that you have a BARS certification, an Access BARS certification, and also an Access Consciousness Foundation certification, and these body classes are so special that people come from all over the world to take them. It's not just like something that's offered all the time. So yeah.
Hold on. So what's required for them to have taken is BARS class and foundation class. Is it right?
Yeah, actually, to make it clear, the foundation or an advanced class has to be from the last 12 months.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, thanks for the clarification.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. And there are a few, and there's what's amazing is that, and again, magic happens. There's a few foundation classes that have just been formed, and they're like ready to start any day now to, I guess, prepare for this class. You never know.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Right.
And also, I think too, one of the things that I'm aware of is if you're listening to this and you're hearing about the 3-day body class and you have no idea what Access Consciousness is or none of that, allow this to be the, let's say, spark plug of curiosity for you. What else is possible for you that you haven't even thought of yet, that by opening up this space could actually be a contribution for so much more, right? So if you're hearing this conversation, guys, and you're like, I don't know what the heck this is, but my body is responding and I'm loving this and this is a lot of fun, start with, first of all, an Access BARS class. Access BARS is the kind of like your intro to Access Consciousness, for lack of a better term, and it gives you this incredible tool in which there are certain access points on the head that, when touched ever so lightly, create more space and more ease in your life. And I know every single one of us can speak to the power of the BARS and how much the BARS has been such a huge transformation in our life, I would just actually like to open it up and ask you guys, like, how did the bars impact you and your life where you were at? Jenny, how about you start with that one? Because I know it had a huge. I remember. I think we were together in one
we
of
were
them.
together, and so was Nicole.
Yeah.
And all I know
Yes.
is
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
Right.
we're there.
Yeah. So I was
Oh.
I had been studying a different modality for many years, and it was more of a spiritual modality. But somebody gave me, actually gifted me a bar session, and I got out of the table and I said, "What is this?" My whole body woke up to the point where it was actually almost painful. I was driving to New Jersey from New York. My windows were up. It was late, but yet my ears were like they were hurting. The noise level was just so amplified. So I knew there was something there. I just knew it. So I immediately called a friend and I said, "When's the next session? When's the next class?" And so I ended up signing up with our dear friend Donna Serling. And it was ever since then, I have not stopped. Nicole made a comment to me that just sparked. And I'm sure Daniel, I know you were so nurturing. I know we shared bars, we gifted each other, and it was
Yeah.
just ever since then, it opened up like a magical component of my life that I knew deep down inside was there, but I just
Yeah.
never activated it. And so here I am, like totally in love with all these processes and I'm so excited to share them. And so whenever there's an opportunity to host or whenever there's an opportunity to do a swap, I'm there. So I'm so excited to have Enric there. So that was my journey.
Can I go?
Nicole? Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I was starting my own company, a jewelry design company, and I had a lot of thoughts, and I was just so excited to do it finally, like my own company, But my head was just so full. Like there's almost like when your computer is like filled with memory, and you click, it doesn't fucking work. And it's like, what happened to my computer? Damn, you slam it, But I don't know how to like reboot, or I didn't even know that there's such a thing as a delete button in my head, So my head was like all about achieving, making money, learning more, achieving more, doing more, do more, right? So I was doing a lot of spiritual practices such as meditation, and I would go on retreats, and all these things really didn't help. That helped a little bit, but it didn't really clear my head in a way that I used to be, like growing up. And I was losing the sense of me, and I couldn't even sketch anything. I was trying to start a jewelry design company, but I can't put an idea on a piece of paper. Come on. So I was like, oh my goodness, my life is over. What the heck am I going to do? This is a serious problem. Maybe there's something really wrong with my head. Holy cow. I was like really scared, because think about it. For the last 30 years, I sketched and I created arts and I made things, produced like incredible things, but all of a sudden you cannot sketch. So what do? So I met my friend Donna, and she introduced me to Access Bars, and I would get a bar session done. And then I was okay for like 2-3 weeks. I was able to just enjoy the space, and the creativity started again. And then soon I was able to sketch again freely. Incredible ideas are coming, endless ideas. Like I was like staying up all night sketching, drawing. Oh my God. So I got my life back.
Yeah, it's incredible for creativity, isn't it? I noticed that too.
Yeah.
What about you, Enric?
Yeah, so for me, bars just, I would say, it just created a whole new person. And let's say that this new person is like just changing and changing. There was a person before, which of course I was having some changes, and I was also involved in many other techniques, many things to also get consciousness and to change. But that suddenly the bars, even let's say from the first sessions, start to open some space, and that at the beginning you don't know what is that, but you feel, as Jenny was saying, like you feel something is changing, something is switching. And yeah, let's say that this person, this me, is changing continuously now, and it's because of these bars, because the bars are all the time allowing my mind and my person to get rid of things, to go beyond limitations, to yeah, to free my fears, my limitations, my points of view. So it's just amazing.
I also found, how can this be so simple? How can it be so simple? I remember the first bars class I took. It was in Israel, in the middle of Tel Aviv. We took a car. I was with Donna. We went into the middle of the desert to this commune thing in the middle of the desert, and we did this bars class in this apartment. And there was like all of us. There was like probably 10 or 12 of us, and I think at the end of it, I was like, "What the heck just happened to me? This cannot be this easy." Right? Because I'd always been used to other processes that were like, okay, now you have to do this, and now you have to do that, and now you have to go through here, and now you have to go through this initiation, and then you have to do this before you get to this, and then once you achieve this, then you can have this. And then all of a sudden you have somebody like touch your head for an hour, and you go, it's like smoking a big doobie and you didn't do anything, you know? And all of a sudden your life changes, and you're like, holy crap, that's amazing. So let's also, Jenny, I want to actually invite people too, if you're hearing this for the first time and would like to experience a bars class. Jenny has a bars class this Saturday that is happening in New Jersey.
Correct.
Do you want to speak a little bit about that, Jenny?
What was that? I'm sorry, you got cut off.
Where is it? Where do you want to speak
It's
about
in
that a little bit?
Livingston. It's in Livingston, New
Okay.
Jersey. It will be this Saturday, and Leela Martiri and I will be co-hosting or co-facilitating. We've done that before, and it works lovely. And then if anyone's interested in having us create a class, reach out to us, and we'll be happy to do something. And I also do Spanish, bars in Spanish. So if anybody's interested en español, podemos poner un grupo y comenzar una clase, crear una clase en español.
How's it get any better than that? I just want to also acknowledge something, Jenny. In our class, I remember I asked you, Jenny, how does it get any better than that in Spanish? And you go, I don't know. So you're embracing you're embracing being a Latina bars instructor now, okay?
Yes, I am.
Exactly.
Totally.
Amazing. Well,
I have
Enric,
something to
thank
say
you.
about. Well, I have one more thing about.
No, you have something to say? What are you talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah, so I thought that this may be a contribution to someone who may take care of their loved ones at home or in the hospitals. But my husband was sick from cancer last year, the whole year. So it was a gift to have taken Access 3-day body classes, because I knew all the processes, and I used them on my husband almost every day, sometimes for a few hours or sometimes just for like one session. And things changed in his body. You know, at first it was very serious and very scary. Very scary. But I knew that access processes could contribute to his body. So things changed. And I shared this story with Access founders, Gary and Dane, and they were like, yeah, those are the things that we hear from people. So, you know, it doesn't have to be that difficult. Life doesn't have to be that difficult. You get tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Thank you,
if
Nicole.
if you do want your life to stay difficult, don't take this class. Don't check.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Maybe we should institute a how your life and your body becomes better with these tools book. How cool would that be?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
And
Yeah.
I mean, I hear these stories too, and I'm not surprised, but every single time I hear them, I'm like, wow, how lucky did we get? How lucky did I get? I feel like, oh my God, how
I
lucky
know,
did I get to
seriously,
have these
yeah.
tools?
Right.
You know?
Thank goodness I chose to take the class, and thank goodness I had the manual. I had all the processes like in my hand, and I'll flip through the page, and I was like, okay, which process for him? Like every day, both him and I, and even my husband, he was like, wow, thank you so much that you could offer all these processes for my body. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And
Yeah.
like one thing about Enric is that, you know, Enric may not say too much. Like I'm like, blah, 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 you know, or Danielle or Jenny, we're all three of us are like, yeah, right? Like
We can talk a lot.
but Enric's energy is a bit different. Enric is pre-verbal, like beyond words. So those of you who's watching this video, perceive Enric's energy, his abilities and capacities, and his space. So maybe that's too bad. It's really bad. So please don't choose it.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys are so cute. So I put the link to register for Enric's class, and for Jenny for your class, and for my class, all in the chat box. So for those of you who are watching, are curious, all of the information is below. And how lucky did we get, and how much luckier can we get? What kind of change can we create and institute in New York City?
Yeah.
Yay! What are the infinite possibilities for the bodies?
Yeah.
And how much fun can we have?
Yeah. Nicole, are you going to be in New York? How much fun can
Well,
we have?
after this,
Exactly.
I would have to be.
Nicole, are you going to be
seriously,
in
right?
New York?
I mean, after this, if I don't choose it, I'm a moron.
Yeah.
I'm gonna conclude that.
Baby. Of course.
He doesn't know, but I guess now you know it better.
No, what else is possible?
Yeah.
So good, guys. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Oh, it's
What
cutting a bit? No.
is possible now? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, what else is possible, guys?
Roman Wi-Fi. I don't know.
It was cutting a bit, I think, your connection, maybe, Daniel. But now we have you. No, just saying, yeah, what else is possible? What else is possible for us and for our bodies, and for any of you that want to join us, all of you, to have a greater life, a greater way to be with your bodies, and yeah, yummy living with your body. Yeah.
Truly yummy living. I love that.
Yay.
Exactly. And thank you to these amazing hosts, to Jenny and to Nicole. Thank you guys so much for being such an invitation, period.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.
I'm trying to point to you guys, but
can't wait to play with you all.
yes, absolutely. You guys are amazing. I adore you, and I'm grateful for each of you. It's like the Brady Bunch.
I adore you guys.
Oh, I love you. Thank you, Jenny.
Oh.
Likewise. We too. We'll see you guys
All
very
right, guys.
soon. Yay.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Enric.
Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye, guys.
Soon we can do it
Thank
in
you,
person.
Jenny.
We will do it in
Bye.
Bye.
Exactly.